Unfortunately, this game has ridiculous. Well, not too bad, I guess. Just it's unusually a tedious game.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print.
Somehow,
Buy a paper,
it
mister?
sounds like that. Okay. Okay. Now we shall see. Yes. Beach. So throughout the game, you have sanity, which is why it's kind of getting dark and gray. That lowers throughout the game. And fucking things are sparse and hard to find, like materials. So there's that added part to it. It's not particularly a difficult game if like you know how to kind of exploit it a bit. Like those fucking walking vaginas. That thing that was crawling towards me, not the little tiny fucking skinny thing. You just kind of have to wait for them to run at you, and then you attack them with your knife. That way you can save bullets and shit. And if you get 3 grenades, like if you throw them in consecutive order to those big fucking giant things, your chances of killing them are pretty. Like if they don't die, they're like 1 hit away from dying. There's gonna be another one. If you could fucking run, that would be wonderful. Takes a stupid amount of time. And those are good. I don't really care. These are blasted. They don't really fucking matter. They're kind of like just those trash monsters that are fillers. I will say the attention to detail in this game is pretty nice. Like, I can tell that they didn't quite have the funds to hire, like, the best of the best, but they did, you know, I feel like a nice job for what they do have. So I keep coughing. This video. Why the fuck is she coughing too much? Not COVID, curiously enough, but Louisiana has fucking, like, the highest pollen count today that there ever fucking is. I'm like, well, that's what she said. Sure. And you know what? It can be COVID, whatever. It really is. Just, people are gonna get nervous when you say that and joke about it. It's like, all we need is a good fucking laugh. Can't we just laugh? Nobody laughs anymore. You get close to somebody, like, get the fuck away! What are you doing? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to be human. I'm just trying to love you. Yeah. Pretty depressing state in the world, you know? It's also kind of interesting to watch the apocalypse play out. Everybody has like those memes where it's like the apocalypse gear. It's not. It's just pajamas. But in reality, it really is just, well, it's pajamas and fucking people going to fucking work despite all the shit. Like, I have never considered myself an essential worker. I work at a non-profit organization. And I deal with the public a lot, and you have to be fucking stupid safe during it. Which, I say stupid safe, just, I say that because it's a bit annoying. Do it because, like, you want to help people and you want to save people, so you don't want to, like, expose them to a bunch of dark shit. Can I do that? The ills gonna fucking get me? The ills gonna fucking get me. What? It's a fucking rock! Some of these games. Although this is an interesting location. Where's this at? You want to make sure everybody's safe and shit, but you know, it's really stressful. Like, and I can imagine that Walmart workers and things like that, they're kind of in a, I say Walmart workers, but just, you know, the public workers like that in general. You know, Market Basket, just grocery people. Like, I hope this changes the perspective of a lot of people, because we've seen so much that these people are essential. They are necessary to how we live. And that's kind of beautiful throughout all this shit. Like, I hope someone's noticing. Between Innsmouth and Oak Street. So what is this place? Yeah. It's inspiring to see how the views of even like yourself change during all this. Like, I'm 25, I kind of have fallen into my job roles. I say fallen, I've worked hard for them. You're 25 and like, you're not really, people think, oh, you're handed everything, you're not handed anything. Like, as much as I love the elderly, like, they have it fucking, they're spoiled, like, they don't have to deal with difficulty and shit, and finding jobs anymore. They're secure, like, and they're secure in an age where money is just kind of, I don't know, they're taken care of. They've got fucking insurance, they've got all these other things. The youth, yeah, we're young and, like, we're healthy and shit, but we're just fucking destroyed everywhere else, like, I'm gonna turn 26 this summer, and I'm gonna finally get off my mom's insurance, but the reason I've been on my mom's insurance is because, my fucking lord, like, with everything, with like, rent is not affordable in comparison to what you make. Like, I make, it sounds like a lot, $4,000 a month, but I'm a contract worker, so I have to save up because my taxes aren't taken out, and I have to save up, I think, about $12,000 a year to pay my taxes. So I really don't. I have to put up $1,500 of that, so I get about $3,000. Okay, well, it's $2,500. Maybe that's right. I hope that's right. I'm not the greatest at math, just in my head. I'm playing a fucking game too. I'm trying to explain this shit. So, judge me. But on top of that, I have to go pay fucking health insurance, which health insurance is roughly probably around $350, $400. Okay, so I'm gonna allot $500 for that, right? Just to be safe. $500 fucking dollars for health insurance. Just make sure that I'm okay. Okay, then I have to, like, finally get a new fucking car, because I was given my mom's car, which I'm very grateful for, because, you know, that's kind of how things kind of work in this world, if you're lucky. If you're lucky, you know. You get your fucking parents' car, their old car, and they get a new car. And that's kind of how it happened. I got my mom's first paid off kind of shit car, which, look, it's not shit to me. It stopped working, so I have to get a new car. That alone is going to be a new car note. I don't really have any credit because, shit, I mean, I've been, unfortunately, not credit. I should have taken care of that. I will say that is one thing that I should have done better. Should have known better. But I also I'm terrified of debt, because I've seen what debt does to people. I've seen how it affects them. It destroys them. And so, I mean, I feel like as part of the youth, like, we're fearful of debt. We're fearful of, like, this consumer enslavement that's going on. And so, you know, I don't want to get a credit card. I don't want to raise up my debt. I don't want to get stuck in slavery. I mean, it is modern slavery. Nobody really likes to think of it like that, because we typically think, it's gotta be this one. We typically think of slavery, you know, during that really terrible time period, which it was terrible, like, I have no doubt about that. I'm not going to, like, say that slavery is somehow greater than that slavery, because it's not. You know, you don't have physical persecution. You're not being tortured. We have freedoms, and maybe I'm coming at it from a privileged perspective, but what I mean to say is, in a modern world, this is what slavery looks like. We're in it, and we, you know, I hope more people realize that. I hope more people realize that, because that's what's happening. I mean, we're kind of enslaved to jobs. Point being, though, I digress. So, if I've got $500 in health insurance, let's just say roughly a $500, and that's a nice one, car note, if you don't have insurance or anything, I'm going at that with a high APR. So, I'm at $1,500 now, right? Okay. Then I've got to get car insurance, which I don't think car insurance is, like, fucking terrible. I've heard that it's like $150, $200, but I'm just gonna keep it at $500 just because if shit gets worse. So I've got $1,000. I've got 1,000 left. If I want to save any type of money for my life, I'm gonna at least try and put 500 of that away. I'd like to put 1,000, but I don't really have that fucking much. Put 500 that away. I've got $500 left. Actually, I guess I don't know if I've added. I should get a piece of paper and do all this. I have done a piece of paper all of this. My point being is that you really can't afford the shit in this life, okay? You really can't. A nice place to stay at is $1,200 a month. A nice place, and that's not including like fucking utilities, everything else that you want to have, which I guess is, well, utilities is not an essential. I mean, like, not a it's not it is essential to your living. It's not a material want. Like, I would say video games and shit are material wants. I'm lucky to have what I have, just because I've collected it through the years. I'm not out purchasing a bunch of shit on a regular basis. Anyway, before I go further into it, let me figure out where the fuck this thing is. I took a lot of effort to track down this book after being stolen from the Throgmorton Museum. It was bought by a local surgeon who was found dead in his house after the flood. I snuck in and checked out his place, but in vain. Still, there is somewhere else the tome may be. A private hospital in Western Reed Heights, where the surgeon worked, has been abandoned. The archives say it is on Bourbon Road between... Okay, so it's on Bourbon Road. It's on the road. I'm fucking going over here. What the fuck, Sydney? Okay, I know it's somewhere over here. Confusion. Yeah, it's like, I'm not one of those, young people that are like, okay, boomer, or whatever. I think that's fucking stupid. Like, we shouldn't cause a shift between the two of us, between our generations. We should just appreciate that our generations came from different times, and we each have our own struggles. Like, I imagine that the boomers probably had to deal and contend with, like, stupid parents who were really, really not loving and shitty to them. Like, my mom, her parents, no affection. And that's not, like, isolated to just my mom. I hear a lot of stories of people coming from families that, they just didn't show affection. They didn't say I love you. They didn't hug you. They don't know what that looks like. And now, I've had to live with my mom, who was raised from that type of family, and even still, like, I'm recovering from her shit. Okay. Oh, is this the one with the child? It's not. Okay. There was a house that I went into where there was, like, baby handprints. Yes, fucking creepy. I hear him. Oh, it's one of those fucking big-ass motherfuckers. Please not be at the fuck end. Do I have any bombs? Do I have anything to build the bombs? Okay. And, like, I know, like, nobody's really actually watching this video. I mean, if y'all are, thank you. Like, I appreciate it. This is our first video. This is why it's probably quite shit. I'm actually they're so fucking huge, and I don't like it when they're in fucking confined spaces. Well, Okay, I would have... Okay, well that doesn't work. I mean, it does. Thank God it doesn't affect them. This thing's gonna end up flipping on top of me. I just know it. What am I looking at? That's weird. I mean, I have to... There must be something above me. Oh, I found it. Hey! Oh, Lord Jesus. I apologize. Man, these are crazy. Okay, guys, look, the dogs are gonna go crazy, so I'm gonna let y'all go. Thanks for just listening to me rant. If you did hear it, if you didn't, you know, whatever. Talking to the silence. Tree still falls, you know, in the forest, and it still makes a sound, even if no one hears it. This is Swine Flu out. Yes, Swine Flu. Anyway, goodbye. Y'all have a good day.